Episode 2 shifts away from the intense action of the season premiere and instead focuses on what comes after survival. With another dangerous enemy defeated and Manhattan finally becoming more secure, Maggie and Negan begin thinking less about winning wars and more about building a future. The episode makes it clear that both characters are entering a completely new chapter where creating a lasting community matters more than settling old scores. After everything that happened in the previous episode, Maggie's outlook begins to change. Instead of keeping Manhattan isolated from the outside world, she starts considering what the community truly needs to survive in the long term. Simply staying alive is no longer enough. If they want a future, they need to build something much bigger than the small group they already have. At the same time, the season quietly continues removing familiar enemies from Maggie and Negan's past. The Croat was already killed during the season premiere, and now another major threat is eliminated. By the end of this episode, the Dama is no longer a danger to anyone. Maggie has several opportunities to kill the Dama herself, but each time she hesitates. Her decision is not driven by fear or weakness. Instead, it reflects how much she has changed. She is trying to move beyond revenge and focus on protecting the future she hopes to create. Even after everything the Dama has done, Maggie cannot bring herself to become consumed by vengeance. Negan sees the situation very differently. After the Dama is captured and locked inside a cage, he visits her alone. The episode never shows exactly what happens between them, but the final moments reveal the outcome. The Dama is still technically alive, yet she has become one of the undead. She is shown as a walker with the same knife Maggie left in her chest. The series never confirms exactly how she died. Negan may have stabbed her himself, or he may have forced her to use the knife on herself. Whatever happened inside that cage remains off-screen, but the result is unmistakable. The Dama is gone, and her threat to Maggie, Negan, and the community has finally come to an end. Whether Maggie realizes Negan was responsible is left uncertain. She may suspect what happened, or she may simply accept that the Dama is no longer a problem. Either way, the outcome highlights the difference between the two characters. Maggie continues trying to move forward without letting revenge define her, while Negan remains willing to do the things others cannot. The episode also spends time exploring the values of Renata's community. Unlike many survivor groups seen throughout the franchise, this community places its faith in preservation, hope, and compassion instead of domination. They believe even enemies deserve care whenever possible. Renata represents those beliefs better than anyone. Earlier, she chose not to kill the Croat despite everything he had done to her family. Instead, she tried to save him. Her actions help explain why Maggie also struggles with killing the Dama. The future they want to build cannot be based only on violence. This also creates an interesting balance between Maggie and Negan moving forward. Maggie can focus on leading and protecting the community, while Negan continues acting as the person willing to make the harsh decisions whenever they become unavoidable. It is a role he understands well, even if it comes with difficult consequences. The biggest step toward that future arrives during the closing moments of the episode. Maggie and Renata begin the first major stage of rebuilding Manhattan by deciding to invite outsiders into their community. Earlier, Maggie believed keeping Manhattan hidden was the safest option. However, after talking with Negan, she realizes secrecy alone will never allow their settlement to grow. They already have enough food, clean water, electricity, and supplies to survive for years. But survival is not the same as building a civilization. To truly thrive, they need more people. They need farmers who can expand food production, workers who can maintain the city, doctors who can strengthen the hospital, and families willing to help create a lasting society. Opening their doors gives them the best chance of making that happen. To announce this new beginning, Maggie and Renata light up the Statue of Liberty. The beacon serves as a signal to neighboring communities and anyone still alive beyond Manhattan. Instead of warning people to stay away, the light now offers hope and an invitation. The ending marks a major turning point for the series. With both the Croat and the Dama gone, the story closes the chapter on many of Maggie and Negan's old enemies. Rather than focusing on revenge or endless conflict, the season now shifts toward rebuilding society. By lighting the Statue of Liberty and welcoming survivors from beyond Manhattan, Maggie and Renata take the first step toward transforming the city from a place where people simply survive into one where they can finally begin living again.